guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Malik with Shantae, and we're back with another video. So where do we begin? Last month I had started to do Vlogmas and things were going good, and then they were not going good. Part of that was, I think I was putting one, too much on my plate, two, no direction, and three, lack of planning. Doing something like Vlogmas takes out time for planning, and you have to plan accordingly and be on a specific schedule. If you're not, things can get lost in the sauce. You can lose track of time because you're literally vlogging every single day or putting up a video every single day. And my lack of preparation caused me to fail Vlogmas. I failed, okay? I think I stopped at day, honestly, I don't know what day I stopped. It may have been like 10 or something like that. Or it started out every single day, and then I was like, oh, well, everybody's not posting every day, so you're only gonna do Monday through Friday, Malika. And then Monday through Friday turned into not at all, okay? So we're gonna try again this year, okay? In 11 months. But, oh, I'm so rude. Okay, guys, Happy New Year. Happy freaking New Year. It is 2022. Can y'all believe it? I can't believe it. I feel like the year has literally flashed before our eyes, and sis, we're in a whole new year of goals, dreams, ambitions, everything, you know? So yeah, we're trying to take over. But back to what I was saying, Vlogmas was a fail last month, and that's what I wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all about. Not specifically Vlogmas and why I failed, but lack of preparation, I think, is how we get on this road of not completing things and not being disciplined. So those close to me know that I lost my job last year, which was March. We're coming up on a year of me losing my job, which is so crazy to me. But in this time, I've spent trying to figure out what I want to do, who I want to be, where I want to be, if Ohio is where I want to be, if, social media is what I want to do, if I want to go back into corporate America, all of those things, as well as trying to live, as well as trying to be there for my family. I've had health issues with my family this year. Both of my parents had serious health issues this year, which it was shocking. Like, honestly, I'm trying not to get emotional. I've never wanted to be that person that's like, oh, let's turn on the camera and cry. No, but this year, oh my goodness. This year, I came close to losing both of my parents. And, oh my gosh. Okay, we're not crying, but this year it came close to losing both of my parents, and neither one of them was in relation to the pandemic. Had nothing to do with COVID or anything of that nature, but was definitely a scare, was a wake-up moment, that we're in that age range that we have to start preparing, which I think the key to this whole video is preparation. My parents had me older. They didn't have me quite young, My mom was 31 and my dad was 33. So I turned 30 last year. So they're both in their 60s. They're both from a generation of eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. My parents raised me on this, blase, blase, blah, and I think has trickled into their day to day. And I think both of their health scares this year has kind of opened their eyes to realities that has made them shift their health and fitness and wellness, which in turn, you all know, like I work out, I try to eat as healthy as possible. Not necessarily a very strict diet, but definitely aware of what I put in my body. Yes, I have splurge moments. Yes, I have like binge moments where I just want to eat all the junk food. Sure, but I'm definitely very conscious as to what I put in my body. And I think for a long time, like my aunts and uncles, as I stated, are in their 60s, 70s, and they kind of like tease me on what I won't eat because I don't eat red meat. I haven't had red meat since I was a junior in high school. It might have been sophomore year of high school. So what, 2006, maybe 7. So they've teased me about it, but it's also helped me health-wise, I believe. And those are things that they're now trying to remove from their diet. So this year alone has like opened my eyes truly as to being prepared. So everything was like a preparation thing. Like everything, the lesson was preparation, and every single failure that I've had. Losing my job, there was preparation that I could have had as far as not being naive to the fact that somebody will try to push you out because they don't like you. Preparation as far as if something does happen to your parents, what is your next steps? Are you going to be that stand-in child to take care of everything because there's only 2 of us? Well, there's more, but that's a whole nother story. There's only 2 of us when it comes to my parents, me and my brother lives all the way in Florida. So, and he's a truck driver. So that idea of being readily available, I have to be mentally prepared for that because I'm the closest to them. So that was a lot. And there were other failures or lessons that took place this year that just like opened my eyes, as well as like friendships, like losing friends. I've learned in adulthood, it's harder to keep friends because you all have your own different lives. Like as a kid, I think it's a little bit easier because you don't have any true responsibilities. Your only responsibility is going to school, being with your friends, doing the work, coming home, and repeating. For the mass majority of us, some of us do have other responsibilities that we have to step up and take place of. But as a child, your biggest responsibility is going to school and being with your friends, enjoying those moments. But when you become an adult, you have, some people have children. We not there. Some people have children. Some people have husbands and jobs and family health issues and your parents' health issues and all of that. And not to mention, on top of that, we're in a pandemic. So life can be stressful. It's definitely, 2021 has been good and 2021 has been bad. Like I really appreciate where I am right now. I'm enjoying the journey. I used to be a person that had to be on the go, on the go, on the go, on the go. And I think mentally, when you're constantly on the go, it's an idea of you're running from something because you're afraid to be still. You don't want to deal with those thoughts. And this year I've taken that notion of being still. It's okay to be still. It's okay not to have something to do. um, this year we traveled, or last year we traveled, excuse me. Um, I went to Florida last year. I went to Tennessee last year, Atlanta, Cabo, Las Vegas. I think that's it. That's enough. But I went to all of those places last year, enjoyed every bit of it. All of those trips were for different reasons, different purposes. Florida was a eat, pray, love trip in a sense. It was just me, and it was great to be in a different space by myself, learning a different area and all of that, because it was gone for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So that was great. I think each trip honestly has taught me different things. Like going to Cabo for my 30th was that moment where there's so much world out here. We have to experience it. Like, take those trips, take those vacations. They're necessary. Atlanta was just like a joy trip. It was a trip to embark in the music that I love, which was Teyana Taylor. We love her, okay? We love her. I love everything about her. I don't care what you say. I don't care what nobody say. I love Petunia, okay? Sis, that is sis. Vegas was a vibe. The people that I went with opened my eyes to what Black excellence was or is. And it showed that there's so much more that we can obtain if we are just focused on or disciplined to our goals and dreams. That trip was definitely a celebratory trip. It was a birthday trip for my cousin, but the people, once again, that I went on that trip with were older cousins who are the epitome of Black excellence. They are it. They are definitely who I look up to. Tennessee, that was a joy trip. That was a bachelorette weekend, and that was time to spend with my cousin. Even though there was nonsense that took place then as well. But like I said before, adulthood and friendships become a little bit difficult because people, they have expectations and then there's reality. And on that trip, I think it opened my cousin's eyes as well as mine. Sometimes you can't put too many expectations on friendships or people because they are human. But I just wanted to sit down with you guys and kind of like, I know this video is probably like all over the place, but it's just a recap, a reflection of 2021 and where I want to be for 2022. Honestly, I'm still figuring out where I want to be for 2022 and so on. I think 2022 came so fast. I feel like we was just at Thanksgiving and then I blinked my eyes and they was like, Happy New Year. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up, pause, sis, what you mean? So yeah, I think I'm still trying to plan out things, figure out what I want to do. And as you can see, have my notebook here was planning. But I think I'm going to start, like, I was reading squirrel, literally, attention span. But I was reading Will Smith's book, Will, last night, which I'm going to read again tonight. And the first, I think it's the preface or the first little chapter, he speaks about his father and understanding. Well, his father, the story was basically his father wanted a new wall. His father broke down the wall, and his father made him and his brother, him being Will Smith, and his brother rebuild this wall brick by brick. And it took them a year or so to actually complete the task. But his brother Will and his brother Harry did not want to do it. They complained throughout the whole process because they felt like it would never be done. But the ultimate lesson in that was not to focus on the bigger picture all the time, but to focus on laying brick by brick. So sometimes we want the success, like, ooh, that's what I want. Big house, nice car, no debt, like living comfortable, parents taken care of, all of that without focusing on the smaller bricks that it's going to take to get to that point. And that's what this planning is about. Not looking at the overall of by 2023, by 2023, I want to have accomplished this. But yes, having that idea, but also understanding, well, in quarter one, I need to do this. In quarter two, I need to do this. In quarter three, and so on and so on. And in those quarters, breaking down each month as to what we want to accomplish, what we want to learn, what we want to remove from our bad habits, what type of communication do we want to build, and being intentional in all of those things. And even if we do not accomplish those things in said first month, add those to month 2 and understand that we could still obtain the goals of 2023. So I just wanted to come on here. It's probably been a video all over the place. Y'all have gotten me in my emotions. Not y'all. It wasn't y'all. It was me reflecting on the realities of last year. But take note in what you want to do. Take note in understanding that success is not built overnight. Sometimes we look at celebrities and what they have and say, oh, they have this, they have that, why don't I have it? But the reality is a lot of them have been working for years upon years. Earlier today, I watched two like interviews with Issa Rae and Zendaya, the first one, and Issa Rae and Michael B. Jordan for the second one. Both of them are just now getting into the peak of their success, or people are starting to recognize them for what their success is. And to think that they didn't just start doing this yesterday or anything of that nature. In that video, which it came out with Michael B. Jordan around the time Black Panther did, so 2-3 years ago. He was 31 or something. That man at that time had been in the game for 20 years, and he was just now getting the recognition. We are just now, honestly, giving Michael B. Jordan his respect, and he's just now feeling comfortable in his success. That's 20 years of working at a craft. Zendaya, she was a child actress from Disney to now, and I think she's still young. She's still like 24 or something like that. She still has so much more to put in, and we only see the small glimpse of work that people put in. So just stay committed to what you want, what your goals are. Try to shake that comparative spirit off of you. That's something me and my best friend talk about all the time. We cannot compare ourselves to the next person because everybody's story and journey is different. But stay strong to what you want to do, who you want to be, who you want to be perceived as, and just believe in you. It gets hard, trust me. it gets hard. It gets challenging. I didn't know when this interaction was going to happen again because I just didn't have the motivation to get on camera and talk, honestly. Um, it just wasn't, I didn't care. Like, I enjoy YouTube. I truly enjoy YouTube, but sometimes I get distraught or I don't know. I get like, why am I doing this? Because you see other people popping off or growing their following so much quicker. Um, but a lot of it is gimmicky based. And once it's gimmicky based, it doesn't become authentic. And that's all I want to bring to you is authentic me. Um, yeah, that's all I can bring is authentic me. Like, I don't know any other way to be. Um, which, yeah, that's what you're going to get. Like, authentic me, that's all she know. It really actually probably gets me looked at a little weird sometimes, but hey, that's what it is. Like, all of my true friends know, like, what you see is what you get. Malik was gonna be honest. Malik was gonna tell the truth. She's a little sarcastic, not a little, a lot. She's a lot of sarcastic. She's a lot of, she can be a lot of personality sometimes, or she can be real chill into the cut and in her own little world and don't have to be bothered by anybody, and that's okay as well. But I don't want to get the success for being anything other than myself, because then I have to perform, and I don't want to get on here and perform. I want to be who I am authentically. So yeah, that's it. I wouldn't talk about nothing crazy, nothing serious. 2021 was definitely what it was. It was ups, downs, in arounds and spin arounds and tears and whoo child. It was a lot. But we made it. We can make it another year. Stay true to who you are. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video, whatever that'll be. But it's coming, y'all. See y'all later.